This tremendous $5. You have just heard 37 cents worth of this show, and the rest of it I'm going to come collect from you, but I want you guys to make lots of noise, be energetic and willing. Yes? Thank you. First comic coming to the stage is a young lady who is a favorite of mine, both in heart and welcome to the show. Right in the middle of the fucking intro, you're like, here's me! Yeah. No, we see you. We see you. Welcome on 19. It was an unfortunate spot for your friends to save you a seat. You guys are a bunch of cunts. Listen, that's just, I didn't mean like cunt. Such a good word. All right, guys, lots of noise for my good friend, Miss Ashley Linder, please.
Rahmein. Well, good evening, everyone. My name is Ashley Linder. Woo! Thank you. I love you. I don't actually love you. I don't. But I'll extend a loving sentiment your way. So thank you. So traffic in this area is a shit show. Am I right? Yes. That is absolutely right. It is a slow-moving train of fecal matter each and every day. It's as regular as a BM. Except every day you're constipated as fuck. Awful. And you know what? Clench your fists and push as hard as you like. It's not gonna make rush hour move any faster. No siree. If you're pushing with all your might, you're just gonna get a hemorrhoid and a headache, little fella. So just let it go. Traffic is pretty terrible around the area, but you know, it's not all that bad. I personally used to be a traffic reporter in the nation's capital. I don't know if you all know this. I'm also familiar with the streets because I'm from this hood. That's right. Springfield, what's happening? Y'all know that? 395 meets up with the Beltway. Woo woo. That's right. You hard as shit. You know what's going on. No, traffic is really terrible around the region, but I feel bad for people. Like, you can't just look at traffic like it's a shit show all the time, because that's pretty depressing. I mean, me personally, as a traffic reporter myself, I drove to work for 2 hours in unavoidable delays, only to get to work to talk about traffic for 8 hours, and then I'd inch along in a late night work zone all before getting home. Like, it was a terrible existence. If I allowed myself to hate traffic, I'd just be sitting there, digging myself a grave each and every day, just hating life. Like, fuck this shit, it's awful, I hate it. People just need to shift their perspective a pinch. It's really not that bad. If you approach it from a different angle, I like to spice things up on the roadway. I've been trying to do my part to help people smile around the region. I've started doing drive-bys recently. Yeah, I should stress that what I do is I don't roll up on rival gang members, shoot them down, spray them because they roll in my hood. What I do is I sling smiles at my traffic neighbors. This is true. The more you act like an asshole in your own car, the more other people see that and they go, what the fuck, that's a silly goose. But they might think that you're a jackass, but they're giggling, they're smiling. I keep emergency bubbles in my car, which sounds a little strange, I understand. However, have you ever seen a bubble fly by when you were in bumper-to-bumper traffic? Just a sea of concrete, and all of a sudden, it's like a rogue bubble. I mean, bubbles are made of soap and happiness. Like, how can you be pissed about them? Just pops along your way. It's like, oh. I don't need bubbles, though, to make people smile, because I drive a PT Cruiser. I bought the car because I was getting a lot of speeding tickets, so I thought I would drive a less conspicuous vehicle. A mini hearse is perfect for that. Cops don't assume that I'm moving weight or I'm trying to haul ass, because top speed of 64 miles per hour, PT Cruiser is not exactly a race car. So. But in addition to just having a PT Cruiser, I couldn't stop there, because people look at it, they think it's a joke. I decided to go one step further. License plate, this is PT Loser. With a Z. Yeah, the Z, the most forgotten letter. I need to throw it in there. The internet is the only place for the Z. It needs to be incorporated in our everyday vernacular. And I thought that pun was an obvious one. I thought that everyone on the roadways would see PT Loser and make the connection, like, oh, well, that's clearly about her vehicle, not part-time loser. Had one gentleman follow me a quarter of a way around the Beltway, frantically waving, and like any unassuming white female, I thought, well, this is a perfect scenario for me to inject myself in. I should totally roll down my window, make a new friend today. He's got something urgent to share with me, right? So I roll down my window, and he shouts, "You are beautiful, honey! You need to work on your self-esteem! You are not a loser, boo-boo! You are beautiful!" Well, he did miss the pun, and that was rather unfortunate. He really did make my day. I drove around the Beltway going, I am not a loser. Thank you, vehicle. No, I'm not a loser. I'm Ashley Linder, and that has been my time. So I hope you all have a
Right on the tip.